Hey everybody, another video here. This is the 51 Ford. This is a 3/4 ton truck, or was. When I'm done with it, we'll see what happens here. We got the 7.3 turbo diesel and a ZF5 manual transmission for it. A lot of things boxed in the frame on the front. I have the front cross member from a 97, same truck as actually the motor came from. Don't know the mileage on it, but it's not a baby. Anyway, it really wasn't leaking oil too bad or nothing like that. Hopefully we can get this thing going. This is a nasty project. Yes, that is moss and lichen shit growing all over it. It was a long bed. We're going to bobtail the hell out of this fucking thing. We got all the wiring for everything under the dash, all the underhood wiring, everything for this engine complete. It's going to get a dually rear axle. Probably right now the cab has been lifted off and pushed back. Had to trim a little bit of out from the firewall to get it to clear the turbo, or actually clear the transmission. The turbo, the engine fits in the engine bay. Stock. I'll have to cut out a little bit of my inner fenders, but not a big fucking deal. It's probably going to get a F Super Duty, which is the old late 80s, early 90s 10 lug front solid axle. It's going to go onto the stock leaf springs, and it'll dually rear axle with 8 lug in the rear, 10 lug in the front, and we'll see what happens. Needs a new harmonic balancer, needs a lot of shit, but whatever. Only so much. It's a rock ride. I don't give a fuck. I got to get the new axle for it, get it in hand, and then I'm going to ship that axle off to the guys that do. They're going to stretch it to make it a drop axle. It's like around $300, so I'm going to pay them to do it and get me a new axle. There's no water pump on here because one water pump was the fan was all fucked up. And either way, I've already got another pump for it with a new radiator fan and all that stuff. However, the fan actually will be in the middle of this, so I got to notch this thing out significantly, put a big window in here, and then reinforce it from underneath for the support. Hope y'all follow the rest of this build. We'll see what actually happens. A lot of projects going on. The 36 coupe is actually, parts are getting assembled. Once they get all sandblasted, they will be going off to paint very soon. That thing is pretty much ready to go. This thing, I wish it would go. Mike's doesn't know what the hell he wants to do with this thing. It's the 47 Chevy 2-door. Sitting on don't ask about the rims. Sitting on a 68 C10 frame. It's a nice body. It's worth fixing or finishing. It's all steel. There's no fiberglass in this thing. It's got a little bit of body work that still needs to be done, but totally worth doing. Old Sportster for sale. We got a 39 Pontiac up in the air that's going down onto we're going to try a C10 frame. We'll see if it works. I don't think it's going to, or I think it can make it work, but whether or not it's worth it. And this is something we're kind of just wrapping up. This is actually a really nice car with a ton of new stuff. LS6 motors in it and everything new that you could imagine. Right now it's in the process of getting actual vintage air put in it. This is an all new car. It'll get sandblasted, sanded down, and then sent to paint once we ever get any of the mechanicals done. But right now the car is more underfoot and not enough work's getting done. So that's projects. There's the hood for my truck. The whole front end's outside for it. Don't know what's I got a wrecker bed for the back, and it's gonna be my rat rod wreckers. Hopefully I can get it slammed to the ground if possible, or as low as possible. I don't know how low we can go, but we'll go as low as we can. Exhaust is going to go up and split, and then I got a whole fucking thing going on there. Got a couple chrome stacks for it. Just they're not technically stacks; they're side pipes meant for a hot rod, but and lots of extra parts. Peace out, bitches. I'd really like to put that 427 in something, but it's a brand new motor. Needs to go into something here. We'll see what we figure out. Oh, anybody needs a flathead 6? We got that too. It runs. I got video of this engine running prior to pulling. Came from the 39 Pontiac.